Alright, okay, there we go. Don't autofocus on me weird now. Oh boy. Hey, Jackie, it's time for the finale. At least of the main story. I'll probably continue on in the DLC, but it's time to wrap everything up. I'm not gonna leave you there then. We'll go ahead and get started. Believe me, it's gonna get crazy. So we're back in the lab, where we found out that that's not really the professor. That's just a AI robot. I want to pick that up. Can I pick that up? No, I cannot. Never mind. I would have really liked to pick that up. Hope you had a good week. Mine was eventful. It was a crazy week, that's for sure. Especially recently. But we won't talk about that. We'll talk about Pokemon. Yeah, glad we could come. Oh, you're gonna answer our questions. What is an AI, really? Well, yeah, I knew that much, but... Computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all my thoughts and actions. Huh. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Hope it goes well. What happened to the real professor? Oof. Yeah, Arvin's gonna have a rough time with that. Where'd the body go? We didn't see bones or anything. Like, did you clean up afterwards, or... What is this time machine? I know, poor Arvin. Not only has he had mommy issues, but now we find out his mom has been dead for who knows how long. Time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. Alright, so the time machine sends Pokeballs away. Fascinated with ancient Pokemon. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Long day. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw ancient Pokemon to this time. What is it that you really want? Original Professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. But these Pokemon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy of the ancient past, and this energy has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this modern age. The original Professor would say that such destruction is the natural part of life. At present, the merry-around Area Zero is still working to keep ancient Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. We've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Great Tusk. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. Uh-oh. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I might have been created as a copy of the Professor, and yet, I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. Finding help preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original Professor ever devised. Jackie, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Sada once cherished. Destroying dreams? Yeah, sounds like fun. I'm in. Oh, lowest level, here we are. Ooh, pretty. And a little bit trippy. Wow, look at that. Ain't that something? Jackie's dream house. Let's get this. Oh, guess gotta talk to her. Use the Professor's ID embedded in the Scarlet book. It's very like the Professor to put the final key we would need in that book of all places. She loved that volume since childhood. Place the Scarlet book upon the pedestal here. You'll be able to stop the time machine. There's just one issue. Try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Uh-oh. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overwritten by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. You're putting a lot of faith in us. We're only like a young teenager. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal. That's a good question. Am I ready? Everyone looks good. Us up first. Yeah, I think everyone's good. Let's do this. Yeah, and we'll place the Scarlet Book. Let's take down this time machine. Access denied. Uh-oh. At last, my dream is within reach. And you're not getting in the way. Alright. There's a Slitherwing. Who's in charge? 11. That is the dice. I don't know what you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone do something that I couldn't finish reading. Do I convince the dice? No, I do not. The dice tell me to run. I don't think it's possible. Nope. Can't run. Go into my bag. The other thing that the dice like to do. And use something from the first slot here. I got a number of those. Let's roll a d20. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heal powder. Should not be effective. So it does not matter who I use it on. Good job! Good job avoiding that attack that I can't control at all. Alright, who's in charge? That is a nat 20. I am in charge. Since this is the finale, I'm changing the rules a little bit slightly. This nat 20 is only going to count for the Slitherwing. So once I defeat this Slitherwing, I'm back to rolling. Since this is the finale, and we gotta keep it interesting here at the end of the story. So I get control now to kill this Slitherwing, but next Pokemon, I'm back to rolling again. So we're just gonna do a nice torch song and get our special attack up. This is the power that the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? Here's the power that I hold. Do we actually understand ancient Pokemon's weaknesses? Yeah, they're the same as normal Pokemon's weaknesses. How about you take another one of those? Oh, there comes the Zen Headbutt. Sorry. Ah, no! Don't flinch! Hit that torch song. Ah, another Zen Headbutt. Come on, you got this. There you go. Good job. I can choose here, but we will keep. And now the dice rolls start again. I could also turn in nat 20s to not have dice rolls, but what fun would that be either? Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? 18, yes I do. So we're gonna battle, and the dice are gonna tell me to use Shadow Ball, of course. The only one that's not super effective. Hey, that still did a pretty good chunk. We do have the double... Ow. No! You just call us stupid? Why didn't you just call us stupid? Alright, who's going in next? Liberty! That is not good. We have one attack that can do damage on Liberty here. Who's in charge? Ah. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? No. The dice tell me to go into my bag. Use something from the third slot. We got some berries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 berries. Roll a d8. The 5th berry. Asperberry being frozen. No one's frozen. Doesn't matter. Just waste a turn. Who's in charge? 13. That's the dot. No, 13's me. I'm in charge. So let's use that heavy slam that actually works. Ow. Why is everything super effective against us? Let's see. Sandy Shocks. Am I allowed to switch? Yes, I am. I will switch. And I will switch to... Can I choose who to switch to? Yes, I can. Perfect. Thinking Irby. Ooh, or Puddle. Puddle or Irby? I'm thinking Irby. We'll get that leech seed started. If I can. It all depends. Sandy Shocks. Who's in charge? 18, I am. Nice. Leech Seed. Give me your health. Who's in charge for this round? That's the dice. Do I convince them? Nat 20 on the convincing. Let's go. So again, I get to fight this Sandy Shocks. It's all up to me. First thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna revive because needs to enjoy this last fight. I might heal up some. We got the leech seed, so we're taking hits, but we're getting health back. We will... I don't think anyone needs more than a hyper potion. Hyper potion, hits us with the power gem again. We get health back again. Doing good, Irby. Helping us out here. We're gonna use this this chance. And then use another hyper potion on Liberty. Get Liberty some health back. Take a hit from the flash cannon. Right. Hurting a little. But now I'll go in and I'll hit the Horn Leech and we'll get the rest of our health back, or at least a good bit of it. I hate that it's faster. Alright, let's see how much we get back from that. Should be a decent chunk. Alright, not terrible. And there's our Nat 20. Who's out next? Screamtail. Am I allowed to switch? No, I am not. That's okay. I think I was gonna stay out anyway. So we got Screamtail. Who's in charge? That's the dice with a 5. Do I convince them? A 10. No, I do not. I just barely don't convince them. Dice want me to... I can't run. Dice want me to switch my Pokemon. Great. 2. Not Irby. Can't switch to Irby. Liberty. Well, Liberty's one move is super effective. That's good. Ha, your Ice Punch did nothing. Who's in charge? 19, I am. Well, in that case, Heavy Slam's coming for you. Good job, Liberty. 1 hit, 1 kill. Fluttermane, am I allowed to switch? I am. Do I switch here, though? Fluttermane is a fairy type. I got the steel here. I think we keep. We keep with Liberty. Who's in charge? 15, that's me. Hit him with another Heavy Slam, Liberty. That hurt. That was fire. Hit him with a Heavy Slam. Liberty, another 1-hit kill. Good job, Liberty. Roaring Moon. Am I allowed to switch? Nope. That I would have liked to have swapped to Aquafina specifically, but oh well. Everything's proceeding within my expectations or calculations. I don't remember which one it said. There's Roaring Moon. Such a awesome looking Pokemon. That is one of the best designs for the ancient Pokemon. Mwah. Alright, who's in charge here? 9, that's the dice. Do I convince them? No, I do not. The dice tell me to go into my bag, use something from the first slot here, and we're gonna use the third thing. Alright, Hyper Potion, this matters. We're gonna use it on Liberty. Alright, not the worst thing to have happen. Depends on what happens here, though. Ow. Okay, that was horrible. Who's in charge? 18, that's me. I'm switching my Pokemon to Aquafina. Liberty, you get out of there before you die. Come on, Aquafina. Who's in charge? Nat 20! I'm in charge. And I get to take out this Roaring Moon. A play rough should do it. Miss. Haha, yes. Can't hit Aquafina with that. Aquafina's gonna rough you up. I don't think there's much left. We got her! We beat her. That wasn't so bad. Your tower comes down. We did it, guys. We shut down the time machine. Woo! Hey, like there's Arvin. Now he gets to find out. Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally She has finally been stopped. You're really not my mom, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, my. Oof. Sorry you were alone so long, Arvent. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? Nimona. It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. Is keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Sada's ID. Program initialized and generating terrestrial. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. AI SATA disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initiated. Tower's back. You are not getting in my way. You are challenged by the Paradise Protection Protocol. Send out Koraidon. We cannot send out Our Pokeball's locked. Can't battle without a Pokemon. That's not gonna help. We can't run. Don't we have anyone we can use? Wait. Koraidon! Get in here, buddy! It is a good one. Alright, who's in charge? The dice, do I convince them? Yes, I do, thank goodness. We're gonna battle. And the dice tell me to use Endure. Well, that's not gonna help. We've been taunted. Alright, who's in charge? I am with a 19. Let's go for... User transforms, crashes to the ground, causing mass speed. This move's power is boosted more than usual if it's super effective hit. And then flamethrower. We got Terra Blast. Let's go with collision course. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? Nat 20 on the convincing. Let's take this home. What a time to get a Nat 20. Do another collision course. Oh, I raised his defense. So now we're going to want to go with flamethrower because it's a special attack move. Let's go in for a flamethrower. Oof. Good job, Koraidon. Man, that did like nothing. So let's we need to get Koraidon some health here. Use a max potion, heal up Koraidon. And they had to recharge because of the Giga Impact, so we did not. We made it through that turn. Let's terrestrialize. We're gonna Terra Blast. Let's go, Koraidon. You can do this. Go, Sparkly. Look at that damage. And because I can, one more roll to see if I can use that Terra Blast again. Hey, 16. Yes, I can. Let's go. This should do it. We defeated the Paradise Protection Protocol. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore? How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how difficult your own past may have been, I believe you'll be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Jacqueline. I thank all of you, children. I'm afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the time machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied you your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength to be better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek, nor to fight for, a treasure all your own. And the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I'm not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arvin, I'm sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your mother truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Arvin cried on Jacqueline. It's a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Mom! I bid you adieu. Away she goes into the past, taking the book with her. And the time machine shuts down for good. How could you just go, Mom? Arvin, you okay, bud? Yeah, Demota, he's fine. He just learned his mom was dead, and then his AI mom decided to just leave him for the past. He's totally fine. Give him 30 seconds and he'll be great. It's the best he's ever felt. Yeah, somewhere deep down I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but when it said my name using her voice and wearing her face, even it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. You're right, Penny, that is okay. Penny gets the trauma. I guess Koraidon is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. She can't dwell on anything but battle for too long. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Jacqueline and Koraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks, Jacqueline. Yeah, that's my bud Jacqueline for you. Oh, Arvin. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet she's finally having a real fun adventure of her own in the past. Yeah. Thanks, Penny. Yeah. Sorry. What should we do now, Jacqueline? Let's go home. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hey, Jacqueline, not you too. Little nudge from Koraidon. Alright, fine. I guess we're doing this. It's a good story. The story in this one, they did a good job. And unfortunately, I need to cut out your audio here because that is an Ed Sheeran song, and I can't let that keep playing. But watch some of the nice, fun end credits. I cannot skip these. That's the one thing about Pokemon games, is that these are unskippable. So look at some of the fun little locations we've been to, things we've fought. And that's the end of the main story. Don't worry, there's still lots more to come. The DLC, if you thought the main story was good, excuse me, if you thought the main story was good, the DLC is just as good. There's a lot of cute, fun stuff in the DLC as well. So we'll be looking at that. Yeah, this Pokemon game had a really good story. It's sad by no stretch of the imagination, but it's a good one. I liked that how they went about it, that all the people who are present there at that last fight, you're doing stuff for them throughout the rest of the game. Because like Arvin, we did all of the Titan Pokemon. For Nimona, we did all of the gyms. For Penny, we did all of the star bases. So it really gets you connected to the characters. It's definitely a good one. Also, I wish I could play the song for you, because it's pretty good. I don't remember what the title of the song is, but... So we'll do the DLC on here. Jacqueline will carry on to the DLC to 2 new areas. One's a little bit smaller than Paldea, and the other one's almost the same size as Paldea. There'll be some stuff to do there. Some new people to meet. Some new adventures to be had. And then, from there, I don't know. There's a new Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends Z to A, coming out sometime later this year in the fall. When is that coming out? Let me get a definitive on that. Oh, all we know is that it's supposed to come out in 2025. So early next year, maybe. We don't have any more towards the release window than that. So the DLC probably won't take us to the end of this year. It's not that long. I mean, it could come close, but it probably won't get us quite that far. Which means I will have to come up with something else. I mean, I'll try and do more hypnosis streams. That just depends on what I can get to, which, by the way, remember, video tomorrow. Video coming out tomorrow, so enjoy that. I have to edit it. I actually probably won't do too much editing on that one. I haven't been doing a lot of editing on any of them, so hey, I think the raw footage kind of just gives it that nice feel of like you were there, right? No reason to over process it or anything. Yeah, I might look at another game. I'd like to continue with the rolling aspect. I think that's fun. I'm trying to think of a game that would be good. Another good game for. Thank you, treasured friends. Oh, and look at the picture. Isn't that nice? There's a sandwich on there, and we wake up in the academy. Nope, something's going on. Oh, we're supposed to go to the director's office. So there's a little bit going on yet. Yeah, we're gonna continue here in a minute. I'm gonna take a quick break. I just gotta to run real quick. Give me a couple minutes. And I'll be right back. So just hang on for 3 or 4 minutes. Be right back. Alright, sorry for that, everyone. Thank you for being patient. Sorry about that. Lava Fox, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright, so we're back at it. We got a couple things here. We gotta talk to the headmaster. Apparently you probably heard about our crazy expedition into Area Zero and wants to know a little bit about what happened, would be my guess. I was also thinking there is another Pokemon game on the Switch. We could do Roll for Pokemon in Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield 2, which was the game before this one. So that's a possibility. I'll also think about other stuff. If you have a thought or a suggestion, let me know. Just as something in addition to the normal hypnosis content. Alright, how to change Koraidon's form. If you select Koraidon while the main menu is open, you can now have it change between its battle form and its ride form. So we can come down here and we can change it. So we have to have a spot on our party to change Koraidon into his battle form, because he has to take up one of these 6 slots in our party. So we'd have to get rid of someone. And I don't really feel like it, so Koraidon, we love you. You're gonna just stay there for now. So let's go see what the director wants. Oh, they all beat us here. No wonder. I took a couple minutes of a break. The hero! Yeah, I like the sound of that. Jackie the hero. We're in for an earful, aren't we? Maybe. Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you all here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the ancient Pokemon from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was adamantly regrettable. You got us there. However, since it was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Woo! So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Oh, before I forget, Miss Jacqueline, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this one is for you. We got the Master Ball! So for those of you who aren't aware, the Master Ball is a Pokeball that always catches. There's no chance of the Pokemon breaking out. You don't have to weaken the Pokemon first. You throw it at it, it catches it, done. Without fail. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago. That gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor what that badge represents by striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. You can count on me. And Master Arvin, I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my mom had died. But weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now, for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about my mom's research and what she was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with affection, huh? Or attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here. And my boss Stiff, of course. Well said, Master Arvin. You truly are your mother's son. Of course, I must remind you that you're nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. What? Well, let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make you your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public. Your new champion rank, at least, should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Oh, I know how we could celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Hey, I'm doing good, Daniel. Oh, Nimona. Wanting the battle already. Henry, yes, we did just get into the post-game. Yeah, that's right, Penny. Classic Nimona. While your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona, I think it's a fine idea. Oh, there's the champion, or the other champion. Gita. Pokemon League will happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. She wants to have Pokemon battles, like always. Students and staff are gonna fight. She's chair of the school board, too. Yes. I'm doing good, thanks. Gonna try and participate. Yes, I'd be happy to help. Oh, that's right. We have to go fight all the gyms again. I forgot how much is after at the post game of this before we can actually get into the DLC. Nimona's jealous. Yes, Henry, I have played through before. I'm completely done with it. I've played through the main story. I've played through all the DLC, the post game. Do a lot of shiny hunting. Currently have a goal to get every shiny starter. I have all of them except for this generation's, and the egg hatching has been a pain in the butt. So, yep. Penny was gonna binge anime. Penny's gotta get to work. So I get to go fight the gyms again, but now we can fly there, so that's helpful. We don't have to go through all that nonsense of walking there. But that means we got many more dice rolls ahead of us. So we still got another hour yet. Let's head down to the entrance hall and see how many of these gym leaders we can knock out again. This is who we'll be talking to once we're ready to start the DLC, but we're not ready to talk to her yet. We'll be back. Oh, I chose a bad camera angle there. Alrighty. Let's take out some of these gym leaders. What order should we go in? Let's take out the ones that can destroy first, so I don't have to worry about swapping the order of my Pokemon here. I don't want to roll for that, so... And we can glide. We can't fly yet. That'll be coming eventually. But not for a long while. Yep, it's me, the new champion. Yeah, we're gonna fight. Yes, it is. That's a good question. It's not rhyme. It's not rhyme. I find rhyme way too cringy. Hi, Pix Fun. Oh, who would I say? That's a tough one. Let's get through Katie here, and then I'll. Oh, who is my favorite? Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to look at the list and think about the pros and cons there on that one. So, I'll give you an answer once we beat Katie here. Need us into submission. Ooh. Yep. Alright, who's in charge to start off? 6, the dice. Do I convince them? 7, no, I do not. The dice tell me to run. I don't think that's a possibility here. I'll try it real quick. Yep, can't run. Try again, dice. Do you want me to switch my Pokemon? Yeah, because why would I use my fire type against the bugs? Silly me. And we're gonna switch to Aquafina, because obviously the water fairy type is the perfect choice. It's alright. Alright, who's in charge? The dice with a 2. Do I convince them? 14. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Let's hope we get play rough. And as I say, play rough. Nice. Alright, who's in charge now? The 2 with the dice. Do I convince them? A 9. That's not good enough. The dice tell me to switch my Pokemon again. Who are we switching to this time? Puddle. Puddle coming in. Oh, we had it too good right there at the end of the story. They knew that they were giving it to me too good. I got too many nat 20s. This is where stuff hits the fan. Who's in charge? Another 2. The dice. Do I convince them? 8. Nope. Dice tell me to. You're not gonna believe this. Guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna switch my Pokemon again. 2. Who's in the 4th slot? Cranky. Cranky. Come on in. Puddle, you did nothing, so. Thanks for being here, I guess. Yeah, your Sucker Punch is gonna work. I just swapped Pokemon 3 times in a row. Who's in charge? Come on, me. Nope, the dice. That's a 9. Do I convince them? 18 on the convincing. Thank goodness we can actually battle. And we're gonna use close combat. Probably overkill, but you know what? At this point, I'll take it. We finally made it through one. Am I allowed to switch Pokemon? Nope, that's a 9. I cannot switch. Who's in charge? 18, that's me. Finally, I get to make choices. And I guess we're going to use a Shadow Punch because nothing else is decent. And of course it used something akin to Protect when I got to choose what to do. Who's in charge? That's the dice. Do I convince them? Nope. 2 9s in a row. The dice tell me to go into my bag. And we're going to choose something from the second menu, which is a Pokédoll, but I can't use that. So let's roll that again. Something from the third menu. We got 8 berries. Let's roll it, see what we get. The first berry, heal from paralysis. No one's paralyzed, so that'll do nothing. So I'll just click through and waste the turn. They know I had it too good. Alright, who's in charge? 13, that's me. Thank goodness. And we're gonna try that Shadow Punch. And we actually get it through this time. And a crit. Good job. Good job, Cranky. Who's in charge? 7, that's the dice. Do I convince them? A 16 will convince them. We're gonna battle. And use Shadow Punch. Nice. Yeah, the dice make it rough. It's hard to get anything done. Who's in charge? 11, that's still the dice. Do I convince? Nope, that's a 3. The dice are gonna tell me to battle, thank goodness, and to use close combat. Would you quit protecting yourself? That is so annoying. Who's in charge? 12, that's the dice. Do I convince them? A 3 will not convince. They want me to run. I can't do that. I can switch my Pokemon though. 2. 4th one, Puddle. Puddle, you're back in. Thank you for being here, Puddle. Puddle doesn't even have a throat. What are you chopping? Puddle is just all squishy blob. There is no throat to Puddle. He does not have a neck, or she does not have a neck. Who's in charge? 14, I am. Thank goodness. Sludge Wave, and please kill it. That Silk Trap. I hate it so much. Stop it, you stupid Spyhops. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? Yes. We can at least battle, and the dice tell me to use Stomping Tantrum. I know, right? Oh, the dice. I convinced them. We're gonna battle. And we're gonna use Sludge Wave. And it'll use Silk Trap! Every time! That's me, finally. I get to go twice in a row. Sludge Wave. Fail. Yes. Die, you spider! Am I allowed to switch? No, that's a 3. Let me get back in here to burn the things. Oh, who's in charge? 2, that's the dice. Do I convince them? 16, yes I do. We can at least battle. And use Stomping Tantrum, because of course. That did next to nothing. Who's in charge? Oh, 16. That's me. Thank goodness. Another sludge wave puddle. Oh, I'm glad you lived that. His special defense is down. Get him now. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? Nope, that is a nat 1 on the convincing, which means I'll be rolling a punishment after this battle. The dice tell me to go into my bank and use something from... Can't use the second. Don't have a 4th. The 3rd, one of the berries. This matters, so D8. The 7th berry, which is a lumberry. Can cure of any status condition. No one has status conditions, so that will not matter who I choose, so just get that through. And there goes our puddle. Can I choose who to switch in? No, I cannot. So the dice will decide. Yes. Gets to come in. Who is in charge? The dice. Do I convince them though? No. A 7 and a 10. The dice tell me, I swear if they tell me to switch my Pokemon, I am gonna be so upset. To battle, thank goodness. And to use Flamethrower. Finally. Thank you for avoiding the Stone Edge. Am I allowed to switch? Yes, I will not. Who's in charge? The dice with a 10. Do I convince them? A 2 will not. The dice tell me to... No! To switch my Pokemon. It does not control which moves they learn, but it controls if I'm allowed to teach it that move or not. So I have to roll a pass-fail once it goes to learn a new move if I'm allowed to teach it to it. Otherwise, I have to pass it up. 3. My grass type, Irby. Oh yeah, send out the grass type against the bugs. I'm sure that won't go bad. Who's in charge? 4, the dice. Do I convince them? Nat 20 on the convincing. That means that this encounter is mine. I am gonna beat this woman to a pulp and take my punishment. First thing we're gonna do is get back in here. Man, I love nat 20s. Start raising our special attack a little. Don't know if we'll need it, but we'll get 2 off of this fortress. No, I will not switch. Bring out your Ursaring that you're gonna immediately turn into a bug type. I will see your Ursaring and raise you a flamethrower. We don't need Fire Blast. We're +2 in special attack. Flamethrower will be plenty. Who needs to terastallize? So much easier when I have control. Give me your money. And your eyebrows. Not all pastries are sweet. Oof. Very good. Alright, punishment time. First, let me answer Henry's question. You know what? It wasn't even a question. Larry. Larry is my favorite. Followed by a close... a close, Yono's a close second, but it's gotta be Larry. Larry is definitely the favorite. Yes, definitely has to be Larry. Well, before we go anywhere, let's figure out our punishment here. So let's roll the d20 and see what punishment we get. We get 6. Oh no! Jackie, can you say what 6 is? What's punishment 6, Jackie? I gotta remember which one this is. Not that one. Punishment 6 is Hat of Shame. It's Hat of Shame. We have the in-game Hat of Shame, and we got my own Hat of Shame. So this punishment came about because I hate this school hat. This is the ugliest thing in this game. This dumb hat. I hate this hat so much. And I have my own hat to wear when we're wearing the Hat of Shame in game. I don't get to take this hat off until I have to roll my next punishment. So I have to get another punishment before I'm allowed to take this Hat of Shame off. It's not the worst punishment on the list, but I hate it all the same. It is hideous. I don't know what they were thinking with this hat. I mean, look at it. Alright, let's fly over here. Now let's see. Am I allowed to use the Pokestop? That's a 9. No, I am not. I am not allowed. I'm thinking I might just get into a wild encounter and try again. How are we looking? Can I use a revive on Puddle? Yes, I can. Alright. You know what? That'll be fine. We'll make it work. Head straight there. Get on Koraidon, make the running faster. Oh, wrong side. Our gentleman here, Brassius. Because I have to roll if I want to switch the order of my party, and since Uz up first, I might as well take on the ones that Uz good at. It's the champion, actually. You know, he looks a little bit like Jacques the Whipper, doesn't he? Does he look like Jacques the Whipper? A little bit. I think just a little. Let's fight. Oh, yeah? Why do I have to have the hat of shame on for this guy? Yes, chopper of windmills. Alright, dice, who's in charge? Be nice to me. 12, that's the dice. That was almost me. Do I convince? 13, yes I do. So we can battle. And we're gonna use... Oof! Fire Blast. That's a nice one to get at. I'm sorry, Lilligant. You're about to get hit. Why did you not die? You were supposed to die! Who's in charge? 10, that's the dice. Do I convince them? 18, that will convince plenty. We'll battle again. And we'll use Torch Song. I will take a Torch Song. Perfect time to use a Torch Song, actually. Give me that sweet, sweet special attack boost. Am I allowed to switch? I am, but I won't. Who's in charge? Dice 7. That'd be you. Do I convince you, though? 15. Yes, I do. That's enough. We're gonna battle. And the dice tell me... Flamethrower. Hey, I will take that. Thank you very much. Hey, the burn! Let's go! Nice crit. Who's in charge? If it's me, I can do a nice... That's the dice. It's a 12. Do I convince them? Nope. No convincing at all. The dice tell me to... I can't run. The dice tell me to... I still can't run. Battle. And to use... Flamethrower again. I would have liked the torch song, but... I'll take it. Damage is damage. Can't be too picky when you're rolling for it. I wish. Am I allowed to change? No, I am not. I wasn't going to anyway. Who's in charge? 5, that's the dice. Do I convince? 13, that's enough. We're gonna battle. And the dice tell me to use Shadow Ball, because of course, that makes total sense. Shadow Ball is obviously the optimal choice. I did more than I thought it would. And great, I was asleep. Who's in charge? I am. 15. Alright, there's only one right thing to do here. Thunder Punch, huh? Interesting. Who's in charge? That's the dice. Do I convince them? Nope. An 8 will not do it. The dice tell me to switch my Pokemon. Of course. Right when I woke up from his nap, I have to switch him out. And we're getting Puddle. Puddle's coming in. I would have liked Irby. Irby would have been a great choice. Well, Thunder Punch isn't gonna work. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? Nope. The dice tell me I can't run. Uh-oh, you wanted Puddle? Never mind. The dice say that we want Aquafina instead. You know that Thunder Punch it's been using? Yeah, Aquafina's gonna love that. Or the Seed Bomb. The Seed Bomb... Definitely Clodsire. I like Clodsire a lot better. I'm in charge. Do I try to get the play rough? I think it'll do it. Come on, be faster, Aquafina. And Aquafina's not faster. Do I get to choose or does the dice? The dice get to choose, and they will choose Irby. I will take that. Sap Sipper, perfect. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? 12, that's enough. We're gonna battle. And we're gonna use Leaf Blade. Who's in charge this time? 16, that's me. I'll do a Horn Leech to try and get the tiniest little bit of health back, because why not? Because health is health. You never know, that 1 HP might be the difference between a knockout and living. Am I allowed to switch? That's a 4. I am not allowed to switch. One time I would have liked to have swapped. Who's in charge? That's the dice. Do I convince them? Yes, I do. Thank goodness, at least. We're gonna battle, and we're gonna use Horn Leech. Get some of that health back. Use a grass move. Come on. Please use a grass move. Using the grassy terrain right after its ability. That's dumb. Who's in charge? Me. We're gonna go for the earthquake. Okay, that did less than I thought it was going to. I think we go for the... We'll see. Who's in charge? That's the dice. Do I convince them? 12. That's enough. We're gonna battle. And the dice tell me to use... Leech Seed. It'll be... Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. I knew that. Keep raising my attack. Eventually, when I get the hit, it's gonna hurt. Who's in charge? The dice with a 12. Do I convince them? Nat 20 on the convincing. Alright, this gym leader is mine. Thank you for the Nat 20. You're gonna die to this leaf blade. Okay, not quite. But it was close. Yes, keep raising my attack. I almost don't want to swap Irby out now, because the attack's been, like... Irby's attack is up 3. I mean... Another leaf blade. Yeah, Sap Sipper is great. Am I allowed to switch? I am. Well, I'm gonna ride this +3 to attack. Is that gonna be my downfall? Maybe. But alright, who's in charge here? That's the dice with a 10. Do I convince them? 2 will not convince them. The dice tell me I can't run. The dice tell me, well, I'm gonna switch my Pokemon anyway, because the dice said so. To Liberty. Oh boy. Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to. Did you see Hun? She's not listening. I was gonna see if Richelle noticed that I'm wearing the hat of shame. Oh great, it knows Fire Punch, because of course it does. And I'm burnt. Lovely. Thank you for that, dice. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? That is, I think, a 19. Yep, that's a 19. I do convince them. What do I do? No, I've already swapped. Well, no, that's gonna have some bad moves. To go for Puddle? I think we go for Puddle. Come on in, Puddle. Raising your speed against Puddle, yeah, that was totally necessary. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? No. I swear, if I have to swap. The dice tell me to battle. Thank goodness. And to use Poison Jab. I will take it. Super effective. Oh, great. It has Ice Punch, too. Come on! Oh. Why? Just why? Who's in charge? Me! Yay! Yeah. Alright. You try. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? No. They tell me to go into my bag and to use a berry. I'll use the 7th berry, which is a lum berry, which can reverse status conditions, so this matters. So I will use it. And I will use it on the 5th Pokemon, which is Liberty. Liberty, your burn gets to go away. Who's in charge? The dice with a 10. Do I convince them? 15. Finally. Yes, that works. We will battle. And please use something good. Fire Blast. Yes, I will take Fire Blast. Please die. Of course you have Sturdy. Who's in charge? The dice with a 12. Do I convince them? No, a 5 will not. The dice tell me I can't run. I wish I could. The dice tell me I'm going to go in my bag again. And use a berry again. Which berry are we using this time? The first one. Paralysis. No one's paralyzed, so that will do nothing and it doesn't matter. Please miss. Thank goodness. Who's in charge? 15. Me. Die, Sudowoodo. It's okay. Can I choose? 13. Yes, I get to choose. Cranky. Who's in charge? The dice. Do I convince them? 12, that's enough. We're gonna battle. And the dice tell me to use Shadow Punch. We won. But at what cost? Oh. This art was a garbage fire. The art that we created here was if Squidward didn't have any hands and was blind and tried to make art. I need heals. Look at the poor state of the party. Look at this. There's my nearest heals. Can I use the Pokestop? Please say yes. Yes, I can. Thank goodness. I'm allowed to use it. Yeah, I have to... Once I get a pass, I can use anything here. So I can use the shop. I can get healed up. I can make a TM. But I have to roll a pass-fail to do that. Alright, with that, I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Because that was a fight. So we're going to call it there. We accomplished a lot this time. We finished off the main story. We beat the robot. We shut down the time machine. Koraidon can actually battle now. We beat 2 gym leaders. And so we just have the other 6 to go. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that last battle that was my eventual mental breakdown. Thanks, Henry. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week, I believe so. I should be available next week. Yeah, next week should be fine. So yeah, same time, same place. See you guys next week. Look for a video tomorrow. It's a really good one. Good hypnosis session. So look for that hypnosis video tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Have a great week, a good night, and don't roll dice. Alright. Bye, everyone.